2, which should be fun. Are wrestling fans too sensitive, or is accountability necessary? All right, friend. Let's do this. So, over the past but past couple of years, right? Wrestling controversies trend almost weekly, as we were just talking about this in our previous topic. Booking decisions get dissected live, like in live action, like live time, real time. Title reigns are critique literally as they go. Promos and segments are clipped, reposted, and debated within minutes. Social media has made fan reaction instant and highly visible. Is it a good thing or a bad thing, right? Some argue that this creates accountability. Others argue that it creates overreaction. So the question really becomes how has fan scrutiny improved the industry? Or has it made the culture more reactive and volatile? Go ahead, Twitch. You can take first crack at
Why are
this
you going to do me like that?
because I can't. Because I think we may be on opposite sides.
I think it's a mix of both, honestly.
Okay.
I think it depends on which group of wrestling fans you're looking at. Are we talking about the casual wrestling fans? Or are we talking about like us, honestly, the podcasters who do this to have a show? I feel like there are times that the fans get too sensitive and want what they want and push and push and push until they get it. And then I feel like there are times that the fans are not invested enough. And then the quality of the show ends up suffering. Perfect example. And you put him as your coldest wrestler, Cody fucking Rhodes. You guys cried so hard to get him to finish his story that now where is he at? Where's he's on his way back to trying to get back to the fucking world title scene. I understand that's what every wrestler should do, but get the fuck out of my face. You guys cried so hard about that fucking main event 2 years ago to where The Rock made you a whole little group, Cody Crybabies.
I was in that group.
Yes, I know you were. That's why I brought it up. Crybaby. Quit being so sensitive.
I listen. Go ahead.
We're not paid to do this. Like you're not paid to be a fan of this. If this is something you don't like, by all means, like I said in the previous fucking segment, free speech, do what you want. I'm not here to tell you what to do. Just here to tell you to lighten the fuck up a little bit.
All right, cool.
Come on.
So look,
Mr. Sensitive.
I'm gonna say this very clearly, right? Accountability is not softness, not sensitive. Okay, wrestling is not underground anymore. All right, like it. Growth comes with scrutiny. All right, when you get bigger and more eyes are on you, all right, you're bound to have criticisms. All right, if you want mainstream money, right, you don't get to act like it's 1998, 2001.
We do.
Now, that doesn't mean every outrage is justified, right? Now, there's a difference, okay, between real criticism and performance outrage. Now, Jay Cargill, right, that's one that people have been like going off of recently, like people fans, and going 100 plus days without defending a title, right? That's fair. That's fair criticism. That's about booking quality.
Now hold on real fast because you have to talk about the rest of that story. That doesn't include house shows. She does defend it at live events.
Exactly. True. But still, as far as television is concerned, she has not defended that title with 100 plus days. All right. Now, Cody's title reign, all right, being being paced differently than the past 20 years of wrestling does not make it bad. That's just a different way of telling stories. All right. And I think social media doesn't just amplify opinions anymore. It manufactures controversy. Let's put that out there. Because like everything trends and then everything is clipped. And so like when everything's a headline. The smallest thing is a headline. That doesn't mean fans aren't too sensitive. It just means that now that you have access to it, you can go back and clip things. Back in 1990, when the Attitude Era was going on, you weren't watching stuff on your phone on this type of screen. On this, being able to screen record and make a GIF and then post it and be like, "Hey, you see this botch?" No, it was either you called your homeboy, yo, you see like Jeff Hardy like totally First, I don't know, you were probably there. People were saying word botch in the 90s. Did we know what botch was then?
50-50.
50-50, not everybody.
You
Right.
you had to really be into like wrestling to know the terms.
Right. And with social media being a thing and shoot interviews and podcasters, and I'll go and I'll say this. Yes, we are part of the problem.
What is this? What
us.
are we doing here?
This is the what you call it? Now I can't think of his name. Oh, the meme. Now I can't think of the black guy. What's his name? Whatever. I can't think of his name. It's gonna come to me at like probably at the end of the show.
Just drop it in the chat.
Yeah, I'll probably But anyway, it's just I believe this, and I'll. The problem started really as far as the online criticism started when the old head generation, I hate to use the term old head because it sounds so derogatory, but the 80s and Attitude Era wrestlers starting these podcasts in the mid 2010s and in the early 2020s where they talk about the current product. See, back in the
6 feet under.
Jim Cornette.
I was trying to avoid his name, so I threw another one out there.
It's Jim, and I was once a listener.
Vince Russo's.
Vince Russo is another one. I hate to say it because I love it, and shout out to SiriusXM. Busted Open when they started when Busted Open started having the retired wrestlers as actual people on the show.
Yeah,
was when that show for me kind of went phew. Not to say that it's a bad thing because I think Pro Wrestling Nation 20, because they have their, they have their own channel now, and there's a bunch of different shows. And it's cool to see that grow. They need to license us on that network. Wouldn't mind coming up to New York doing a show every couple weeks.
Oh, I don't want to go to New York.
You can go back, but listen, you ain't got to stay.
I don't want to go to New York.
We'll figure. Look. We can figure something with Dave and SiriusXM where it's like we can rotate. Like we can rotate. Like, and then plus some of them do what you call it. I know Bully sometimes he be doing it Zoom and stuff, so you can stay home some weeks. Like we'll figure it out when we get there because
Florida's nice.
I know. But I think back to the point being, I think it does go to the podcast. Like, it starts there. When that older generation started making their comments on the current product, and then you have the social that fandom of that those couple people of fans in social media echo those, and then it's just like a chamber. It gets like a chemical reaction. It gets bubbles up, and then we have those big reactive Twitter stories that go on for all day long. So I don't think wrestling has a sensitivity problem. I think it has an access problem. Because
that's fair.
I think it has an access problem because let's be real, everybody has one of
Am I doing this by myself now? Oh no. Oh no. So no, to go off of what he said, that the amount of people that have access to yes, I am. I see that now, Robbie. Thank you. The amount of people that have access to insiders in the wrestling business, I feel, is a bit too much. His power went out. And that's pretty simple. His power went out. I'm trying to figure out what we're doing. Hold on. While we take this short break for technical difficulties, please feel free to like, subscribe, share with all your friends. Before we wear ProWrestlingTees.com, buy all of our merchandise. Like Chad said at the beginning of the show, we have great merchandise coming out soon. This is awkward. What was the third topic? Oh, we're struggling here. Bear with us, people. I'm terribly sorry. I thought it was going to be my power that went out. It turned out to be his. We're going to talk about tribalism in the wrestling companies now. With topic 3, but I'm not really sure if he's going to make it back or what. Feel free to join me in the comments, I guess. You got this, boo. I'm trying, man. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what he really had planned for the tribalism. Ricky Bobby raising his hand during the interview comes to mind at this present time. Yeah, I really don't know what to do with my hands here. So for the meantime, okay, he's trying to reconnect now, so we will keep this going. Like I said, we're on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, Twitter. We're currently on. I know a few of you guys are watching on Twitch. We greatly appreciate it. All your love and support. That's where we're at. Oh, there he is. He's back. Thank you, God. Bro, you were talking shit about my power.
Right. It's funny. It flickered, and I said, I know this. I know my power.
I saw the flicker, and I tried to ignore it, and then you just vanished. And I was like, do I keep going? Do I stay live? What am I doing?
That was insane.
This has never happened before.
Oh, wow. All right, then. I don't know what I was talking about.
So topic 3.
Right.
What's up? It's your boy Twitch Graves. Thank you for checking out this episode. If you haven't already, make sure you like and follow us on YouTube, Spotify, Rumble, Facebook, Apple Podcasts. We're also on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Blue Sky, and Twitch at 3CountPod. Twitter and X, 3Count_pod. While you're at it, head on over to Pro Wrestling Tees or ForYourWear.com and make sure you buy our merchandise.